thanks a lot for coming. And actually, I'm going to just ask you very basic your experience with
Mm-hmm.
us. It's really really pleasure for me working with you. The reason is the way you are positive. The picking a lot of things here, uh, technology tools. You already have the college background,
Mm-hmm.
and that helps.
Yeah.
And things. And as I say, and then look seeing you working and moving to the industry, getting a job, and now you're growing in the job and things like that. So in all just last few months, so it's really really, and now you came here for ISTQB certification, and I'm looking forward you get that as soon as possible. So tell me something about yourself first, like what exactly you are, your background, your college background, and what you're doing right now.
Yeah, so I graduated from Mason as an IT major. So my concentration is web development. So I studied some like coding, programming in school, and basic SQL at school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, how did you find this program here?
Mm-hmm.
The QA BA with the Infotek solution. Tell me something about the technologies and things which you learned, and why you decided to move from web concentration to the software testing area.
Okay. So I know this course from Usad. He recommended me like because after taking classes in school,
Hmm.
I realized that I couldn't like do much about programming, and I want to enhance my skill. And it was just like, oh look, you want to move to QA/BA?
Hmm.
I know like course I'm taking around is really good, and then I said okay to give it a try. At first I was like still doubted. I was like I'm not sure because there are like couple companies did the same thing.
Right,
Even if free and then asked me to do that, I said, no, I'm not John.
right.
But then after like I take 2 days class with you and listen to what you said, it's like, oh, it really makes sense.
Right,
And then I just decided, okay, let's give it a try.
right,
And then ended up for like, I would say like 2 months,
right,
I just found a job
right,
due
right.
to what I learned.
So how do you find, I mean, are you enjoying your job, and how do you feel yourself comfortable in the
Mm-hmm.
job, your contribution at the job place? How do you, I mean, I know you were apprehensive in the starting, like, can I do it? I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
challenges will face. So where do you see yourself now?
I have more confidence.
Mhm.
And for the day that they interview me, I actually the most of the part I say is from what I learned from this place more than from the school.
Oh, that's nice to
So
hear. Right.
yeah, so I would say about QC tool, what I learned, the
Mhm.
manual testing,
Mhm.
test case, and stuff like that, and
Right.
then I got hired
Right.
because of knowledge that I
That,
learned from here.
yeah, that's great. That's very nice. Um, what about how do you uh, see the whole training here, which we are
Mhm.
doing? I know you got a job that time, and you have to manage the training as
Mhm.
well with your new
Mhm.
job while you were doing the course. But
Mhm.
overall learning, the different technology, working on some projects like travel portal, people were writing test cases, test
Mhm.
plan, putting into the QC,
Mhm.
learning database. I know a lot of people learn Unix, as
Mhm.
I was starting to say
Mhm.
things. So how do you see the worth of learning so many technologies here and applying in the industry? Say something about your experience with that.
Yeah, so what we learn in here is just exactly what I'm doing in the real environment now.
Okay.
So in the QC tool, we use a different tool. It's called JAS IBM, but
Hmm.
the concept is still the same.
Okay.
Put a defect in there, create a test case, test plan, go there
Right.
and check.
So you can connect
So
really.
it's connected right away. So I'm not gonna like okay how to use it, how to log in there, how to
Hmm.
like use those. Like,
Right.
I'm
Right.
just playing in the
Yeah.
first day.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Um, how did you find our other resources which we're developing? Like, for example, the training portal.
Mhm.
Especially, we are developing a lot of time and effort for the mentorship.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how much you use because I know you got a job and then
Mhm.
you're managing both. But
Mhm.
like where you can find a lot of interview questions, you can whatever you're learning, you are connecting with that. You can
Mhm.
apply on some projects, those same
Mhm.
concepts. And then you can work from home, like while taking you only coming 1 day or 2 days, and then rest. Tell something about those your
Okay.
experience. I really want to know because you did in the college a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're doing the things. Definitely, we are nothing as compared to George Mason. We're very small, but certain things which people like, like you, that will really help us. So
Mm-hmm.
share some of your experience.
Yeah, so I actually, for the first couple of weeks, I didn't have any access at work. So most of the time, I just used to learn.
Okay.
So I logged in the portal, and then I just like pull some document related to my work. It's like I'm gonna do the performance testing and
Mhm.
automation. So
Mhm.
I pulled a couple of video about load tests, like how to do that, and
Okay.
then watch a couple of videos of Selenium and stuff like that. So it's
Okay.
really helped to prepare for what I have at work.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Um, so from here onwards,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're looking for certification.
Mm-hmm.
We want to connect with you because, as I was telling, we love to work with these graduates
Mm-hmm.
because they have a lot of potential to grow,
Mm-hmm.
absorb. Uh, how do you see your from here connect with Infotek solution in terms of your career guidance or your learning opportunity or any other thing which you like to connect with us? How do you find that all the options with you?
So I have an email. Somehow I received an email say, oh,
Hmm.
we have some new course and stuff like that like coming.
Hmm.
That's what I received. So I think that's a way that I will like, look at it because technology I know is keep changing. So
Hmm.
I'm more like interested in what's new in the environment. So to help me to like, more like gain more experience in my career.
Right. Just last few more questions, especially with the college students, those who are doing bachelor's, masters.
Mm-hmm.
They feel that they are kind of in a state that is this kind of courses are useful. They already have a big degree.
Mm-hmm.
Should they have to go for these kind of things? And we know they're lacking a lot of industry kind of things
Mm-hmm.
where they're looking, the different. So what do you like to tell to them? Like, how these things are beneficial to them because you are one of from the same group.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find what are the points which can be we like to highlight for them?
Yeah, that's a good point because I would say, the college always teach about theory more than the practice.
Right.
So I would like say that teach something simple but more practical. Like we have more time to practice, and then because the way I understand, the database, I have struggled. I learned in school, but in here the course make me interested and learn. And
Right.
then I actually find it, oh, it's not that hard.
Right.
And then the Unix as well. Before they taught me in school, I'm not interested at all. I was like, this thing is so hard. But you show us running the command and then see how it works. I was like, oh, this is not something like really
Right.
hard to understand.
Right.
But they make it like really hard in school. So I would say to make it easier and then
And then you
let us
find
practice more.
right, and you find the same thing is needed at the job place. The
Exactly,
same
yeah.
skills you
More
needed.
related more to the industry
Right.
because in school they teach something, but not much they use in the real industry.
Okay. And last question.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for all your this the positive feedback. So would you like to recommend this course to other the college grads or anyone
Mm-hmm.
else?
Mm-hmm.
And if yes, then why?
Yeah, I would like to recommend to two of my friends because they now still like after graduating they're still in the job hunting market, and then because you know this is the course that it actually is make me to help me to find a job. Because most of the question is came from like material that I learned from this course. So I would love to recommend to my two of my friends
Okay,
for
great.
this